The mother of a 5-year-old child killed at the hands of the mother's boyfriend has learned her fate. 24-year-old Jennie Mattison of Glens Falls was sentenced to 1 to 3 years in prison today. As I found out in the courtroom, the sentence was more than the defense was expecting, but still a disappointment to the child's grandmother, who delivered an emotional victim impact statement to the judge.
She will never be forgiven by me or anyone who loved that little smile, the happy-go-lucky little guy that Gary was.
Jesse Carpenter asked the judge to sentence Jennie Mattison to the maximum 1 1/3 to 4 years in prison, not so much for the charges Mattison accepted in a plea deal, but for allowing 25-year-old Brandon Warrington to beat and kill her son, 5-year-old Gary Carpenter.
Instead of protecting her own flesh and blood, she chose to let her child be beaten by the man she loved. When the only man that really loved her is gone now, her son Gary. She should never have the right to Braxton or any other child because she won't protect her children. She doesn't have a mother's instinct to protect her young.
Mattison, charged with hindering prosecution, cut a deal in exchange for testimony against Warrington, who was convicted and sentenced to 25 years to life. Before Mattison's sentencing, defense attorney Tucker Stancliffe argued for time served and probation since Mattison cooperated with Warrington's prosecution.
It is a miscarriage of what we are responsible for, 3 of us, that she not be sentenced to probation with time served.
It's the judgment of this court.
But Judge John Hall handed down a sentence of 1 to 3 years, acknowledging Warren County DA Kate Hogan's claims that Mattison was not always cooperative and was at times manipulative.
She was required to fully cooperate. During the trial, she admitted on the stand that she did not fully cooperate. Had she come and been fully cooperative on day 1, that the judge may have been in a different position.
Well, with time served, Mattison could be out of jail in as little as 4 months. However, Judge Hall also recommended that she participate in the SHOCK program while incarcerated. It's a 6-month program that resembles a sort of military boot camp.